nothing without him above. We are not nothing without the man above. So just want to say thank God. So let's get into it, man. Let's get right into it. The title of this part is Laughter is a Cure. Laughter is the cure, for real, for real. And Jamie Foxx Netflix special, man, that was real therapeutic. I really loved this Netflix special. Like, it really had me teary-eyed, for real. Because not only was it just comedy, it was life lessons. You know, he talked about his experience, what he went through. He jokingly talked about a lot of things, but it was a lot of heartfelt things in there. And I felt like it was a lot of real messages in there. For his daughters to intro him and then also be on the stage with him was powerful. The story alone and what he went through, and he talked about how God put him through that stroke, you know, and that was one of the best things that happened to him in his life because, you know, he had a sense of ego and really tapping back into himself. You know, we take life for granted out here. We really take life for granted, and we always like, man, if you really think about it, it can always be you. It can always be you. And I love this special from Jamie Foxx, man, because Jamie Foxx is one of the most talented, if not the most talented person in the industry, in the entertainment industry that we've seen, from acting, from singing, from everything, man, from everything, like playing all the instruments. If you look at Jamie Foxx's catalog and what he's done, like, it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. And I just want to shout out to Jamie Foxx because I feel like this was well spoken and needed, because he showed a lot of emotion in this, and then also he talked about a lot of things that we talked about, like people calling him a clone, you know, people jokingly and talking about like P Diddy was the reason for it. He addressed everything. And I know a lot of people out there, maybe because it's a stand-up, looking for the comedic relief, but I feel like with comedy, it's a lot of real life lessons in comedy. I feel like we laugh at our pain a lot, and this is exactly what he did. And it was a lot of moments where he just started crying, and I really appreciated that, because you have a lot of people that just fake the funk. You know what I'm saying? Act like they don't go through things and act like they're not human. And I love the fact that we got to connect with Jamie Foxx in a different way, because it's like he is human. And I think what a lot of certain like greats do, they can relate to you with life lessons in their comedy, such like a Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like the connection was very, very powerful with the audience. Him being in Atlanta, him talking about the doctors and the people that supported him and helped him through his journey. And then it's really like I said, it's a life lesson, but it's an eye opener, because one moment you can be good and then the next you can just be down and out. You feel me? And like I found a lot of humor in this as well too. Like I love that he talked about, you know, his experience, even though it was being like he was on his deathbed, but he talked about it in a manner which we can laugh at and we can move on from it. It was dope. It was dope, man. And I love Jamie Foxx because he's a legend. But also, we got to understand that everybody's human beings, bro. We all are human beings. We all go through things behind closed doors. I did love that he addressed the clone aspect, because when he was dealing with his health issue, Who Cloned Tyrone came out, and he wasn't even able to finish that movie, but it had a lot of imagery within the movie and what he was going through. But I love the fact that, you know, towards the end of the show, he like, man, look here. You, like, remember who I am. Remember who Jamie Foxx is. And I'm standing on this stage. No clone can do this. So he was singing some of his classic songs. He was performing some of his classic acting roles, such as like Ray. He played the piano, like showed his versatility. And then one of the moments that I almost cried was the guitar from his daughter. She playing the guitar. And that's one of the things that uplifted him. Even when he was down and out and he was in the hospital bed in a coma, you know, his daughter came in there, was playing the guitar, and it was therapeutic to him, because every time he played the guitar, his vitals went down because his heart rate was going up. He was battling through a lot. But I feel like that was an amazing Netflix special, and the Netflix special was What Happened Was. And I just love that how he went through his journey with us. You know, we laughed with him, but it was a lot of seriousness in it. And I love that, bro. I want to see that you are a human being. Like a lot of these celebrities or people public figures that we connect with or we may like, we don't get to see that side of them. We get to see them in the side of whatever their profession is. We don't get to see the vulnerability. So I really love this special, man. And shout out to Jamie Foxx, bro, because I feel like I've always said this. There's nobody more versatile and talented in the entertainment industry than Jamie Foxx. It's not even comparable. It's not even comparable from acting, from singing. A lot of people forget that he can sing. You know what I'm saying? From his own TV shows. And if you really want to talk about a biopic, I got Ray up there with any biopic. With any biopic. And then if you watched Ali, he was the trainer. Like, oh my goodness. When I'm telling you, Jamie Foxx, bro, like that one, like that was tragic to me when it first happened because he's one of my favorite, actors and entertainers, man. So I was just happy to see him, and I love that he paid homage also to Martin. It had a lot of imagery when Martin came back. It was a lot of things that were going on with him. They was calling him crazy. They were looking at Martin a certain way because he spoke out against the industry and stuff like that. And one of his first stand-ups, he wore a certain outfit. So Jamie was kind of like paying homage to Martin as well. So like I just want to say, like, shout out to Jamie Foxx. That was a great special. You have some people that, everybody has a matter of opinion. A lot of people didn't really think about it as comedy. But if you really look at it, and if you really look at the lens of comedy, that's what it is. It's laughing at your pain, for real, for real. That's what majority of comedy is laughing at your pain. And our greats and our legends that do that. Like I said, Dave Chappelle, he's a perfect example of how somebody, he can talk about a real life lesson that's going on, and he can relate it back to comedy, but he can relate it in a way where it's like therapeutic and it's funny and it's a certain expression. So I feel like Jamie Foxx did just that as well too. We don't always look for Jamie Foxx for specials, but don't get it twisted, bro. Jamie Foxx show was one of them. Jamie Foxx show was one of them. And it leads me to talk about Jaleel White. Jaleel White of recently, he's been in a lot of interviews talking about his role in Family Matters. If you don't know who Jaleel White is, it's Steve Urkel, who was on Family Matters, one of the most popular shows in the 90s. And Jaleel White said he believes Family Matters doesn't get enough credit. He said if it's not a hood story, it's not a black story. And I don't understand that. Like I don't understand that at all. Because if you really look at all the black sitcoms, you have A Living Color, you have A Different World, you have Martin, you have Living Single, like you have Bill Cosby Show. You had so many shows that wasn't based on the hood, that was very much so black empowerment is within their shows. And I feel like Family Matters was a good show, but if we're being honest, like it just shows that in sitcoms that were better. And it's all preference. It's all preference based. But like, I definitely don't agree with that. I don't feel like every sitcom or every most popular sitcom or TV show had to be some type of hood story. I don't agree with that at all. And if you like, and then also in the 90s and the early 2000s, you had so many shows that were like black empowerment shows. Like I love A Different World. Like I still can watch that. A Living Color, like Living Single, Martin. I mean, just to be honest, like for me, preference why all those shows was better than Family Matters. Family Matters was a good show. It was. But was it better than those shows? No. I also don't agree with, every show or every movie has to be related to a hood story. Even Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like it was a lot of black empowerment in that. I understand how it started off, what I'm saying? West Philadelphia, born and raised. I get all of that. But that wasn't a hood show or a hood story. It wasn't. You have so many different examples of it. So I completely disagree with Jaleel White in his opinion about Family Matters, because I do feel like Family Matters gets its credit. But you also have a lot of other shows that were black empowerment shows that were good. My Wife and Kids. I can go down the list of how many great shows that we had coming up in the 90s to the 2000s that were great shows, black empowerment shows, and wasn't just based off of the hood story or, it had to be something related to the hood for it to be a good show. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like all those shows, even with, let's say you can talk about Good Times or the Jeffersons. I understand it's talking about coming up and the struggle in the black neighborhood, but it also had a lot of imagery of how to be together and togetherness, which Family Matters had a lot of. So I do feel like it gets its credit, but I just don't feel like in the midst of all of those shows, it was better than those shows. But it's all preference. It's all preference based. So it's just really how you look at it. Papoose and Remy Ma, man, this situation was crazy. This situation is crazy. And I understand, nobody wins when the family feuds. But Remy Ma, to me, is wrong. It's wholeheartedly wrong in this. For the last year or two, if we're being honest, she has publicly embarrassed Papoose. Everybody has known the battle rapper that she was with, which is they said is a Timu version of Papoose. Papoose about a year or two ago knocked Cuz out for the disrespect, and also within his recent post, he wasn't sitting here saying, okay, well, I'm just mad at you because you slept with my wife. It's the fact that you shook my hand and then you slept with my wife. Then you was on some that type time. And then if you know Papoose and Remy Ma's story, Papoose has held Remy Ma down. Remy Ma on her own mouth in a lot of interviews in which she talked about Papoose in a high manner. You feel me? Like he would go days on days on days on days, and he wouldn't miss a visit to see her when she had her jail stint for 6 years. Got out of jail, got married. You know what I'm saying? Held down the fort. And it's a lot of women that are out here looking for a man like Papoose. And I understand it's always two sides to a story. I get that. But also one thing I respect about Papoose, even when the situation happened where it was Remy Ma alleged, but it came out that she was really cheating, he never put her name out there. And that's what my problem is with in this situation with Remy Ma, is that she's playing victim. And as soon as that he moved on, now you want to play victim, and now you want to play the internet games, and it's nasty work. And I totally agree that we shouldn't be in the group chat. And for my wholeheartedly opinion, the people like, so you have Papoose that has a new girlfriend, and who is Clarissa Shields, like honestly one of the greatest, if not the greatest female boxer of all time or athletes of all time. She's definitely up there for sure. And then you also have this battle rapper with Remy Ma. And it's just like, I understand that everybody's sending shots, but it's a situation between them two. That's where it really gets messy, when everybody gets involved and things of that nature. It just, I don't like the social media games on nobody's part. I feel like that's childish and messy on everybody's part. But I do respect Papoose because he held it down. He held it down from Remy. And she said that. And it's like, as soon as he wants to move on, now you want to expose all these things about him. Like you was not saying that when you were cheating on him, doing the things that you wanted to do and moving a certain way. And then you have this dude who's a side dude talking on a public platform, and then talking in his battles about their situation. You know what I'm saying? Talking bad about Papoose. And then you got knocked out, bro. Like you should really hush up, bro. If I got knocked out, you know what I'm saying, and I'm still talking crazy, bro, you look crazy. You look wild as I don't know what. Then he get on social media. Now he want to talk all crazy to Papoose, bro. If I'm Papoose, I ain't got nothing to say to you. You already disrespected me. I already knocked you out, man. Get out the way. You light work. I already moved on with my life. And I'm not solely just trying to pick sides, but I just completely disagree with Remy Ma now choosing to play victim. Now he's moved on. Now Papoose moved on with his life. Come on now. Like it's bothersome to me that this situation spilled over into social media, but I respect Papoose for speaking out because he hasn't said anything about the situation. He held it down. He's like, all right, whatever she did, what she did. We never heard anything else about it. It was all speculation for a long time until her side dude kept on going on the internet and going into battle raps talking about it. You know, like it's nasty work. It's nasty work, bro. Like, so I completely disagree with all of the mess going on in social media and them going back and forth. But I understand where Papoose is coming from, and I completely disagree with Remy Ma's disposition in this. For real. I don't agree with her going to social media. And then she trying to expose, certain things. And that one thing I do hate, I do hate what women do is in certain situations like this is then try to expose him and make him look negative in a certain way just because you know what I'm saying, just because the public is viewing you in a certain way. So it's like, nah, you're not about to mess up my public image, so now I'm about to mess up yours. You chose to do that. You made those decisions to move on in a certain way, to cheat on him and go about your business. And like I said, we don't know about what happened behind closed doors. I get that. But you were publicly cheating on him, and as soon as that he moved on, you got bitter. That's just call it what it is. You got bitter and petty, and you went to social media. Cause we wouldn't know about this situation. As soon as he moved on, you talking about how he in the house and he's talking on the phone with his new girlfriend, whatever the case may be. All the things that we shouldn't be privy to, all the things that we really respectfully don't want to know in the group chat. But since you guys brought it to our attention and you made it public, then we gonna comment on it. So it is what it is. And like I said, I don't want to sit here and pick sides, but I wholeheartedly disagree with Remy Ma trying to play victim. Come on now. If you did wrong, you cheated, just move on. Let bygones be bygones and just move on. Let him live his life. You live your life. You feel me? Like, and then it's weird, and it's really weird in this because this dude looks very similar to Papoose. So it's like, I mean, and Clarissa Shields, I was surprised I didn't know he was dating Clarissa Shields, but I mean, Papoose got a type. Papoose definitely got a type. And then people calling Clarissa Shield whack for like trying to fight Remy Ma. I don't think that. I feel like she was matching her energy. And I feel like you have a lot of people that have known Remy Ma for a long time that are on her side too. So you have a lot of picking and choosing within this situation. I just feel like Remy Ma was wrong in this situation because she brought it to the public. Then you had this man disrespecting me when I held you down for years. From the public view, I held you down for years. Married you. We had kids together. You know what I'm saying? And you cheated on me within the platform that you made. And now they making jokes and doing all the other stuff, disrespecting me in a battle rap platform. And you not really backing it. It was many times where Remy Ma was there, you know, as far as like them battling and there for his battles, and they're talking about the situation, and he talking bad on Papoose name. Come on now, let that be the other way around. Let Papoose did what Remy Ma did, cheated publicly, and had a female battle rapper talking about the situation through the internet in the battle raps. Come on now, like let's call a spade a spade. That wasn't right. And all in all, none of this information should be information that we should know about. Nobody wins when the family feuds. So I hope prayers and condolences to all parties, and I hope they get that together, man. I hope they get that together. With moving forward, I'm getting my kids into baseball. I'm getting my kids into baseball. I already ordered it on Amazon. We about to get started. Juan Soto, record-breaking 765 M&Ms. $765 million signing with the Mets. Largest contract in sports history, bro. 15 years, $765 million is wild. It's wild, bro. But respect to him, man. Respect to him. It just goes to show your hard work is always going to pay off. This is his fourth team, I think, in the last 4 to 5 years. So his value is already up. He's a very good baseball player. No matter if you want to say if he was worth it or not, man. Hey, shout out to him. Shout out to him because this is history. And get your kids into baseball, bro. That salary cap is different in baseball. And with baseball, and I'm not saying it's not a tough sport. It's not as how can I say it, hard knock as like football as far as the intensity and the aggression and you getting hit every single down and like or a boxing or certain other sports. So you can play baseball for a long time, for real. So shout out to him, bro, because and a lot of people were talking about him staying with the Yankees because the Yankees gave him a similar deal, but it was just $5 million less. But to add context to that, Juan Soto came out and spoke about how he didn't like how the Yankees treated his family. It was something that went on within his family, and he didn't like how his family was treated. I think it was during one of the games or it was an incident that happened, and I understand that. I understand that. You disrespect my family, bruh, then I'm gonna have a I'm gonna move forward. You feel me? Especially in this situation. Because a lot of people is like the Yankees and the Mets. Like the Yankees is a legendary franchise, and the Mets is like it's like how we look at the Lakers and the Clippers. But hey, they offer $765 million. I understand it's a $5 million increase, whatever. That's life changing numbers right there. And then I get to go to an organization, stay in New York, down the street, and do my thing, man, and do my thing. So shout out to Juan Soto, because that's an amazing feat in sports history. Like, whew, different, bro. Different type of bag. I'm sad about this, bro. I'm sad about this, man. The rollout of J. Cole for the last month or two, with the rollout within the podcast and within the mixtapes he's been dropping and the classic songs he's had. It just, man, it's sad to see, because you can see that J. Cole's farewell is really here, exiting from rap. Do I feel like he's still going to be, let's say, prevalent in the rap space? Yes, I feel like he'll drop a feature here or there, but I feel like it's going to be totally different now. We're not going to get J. Cole music consistently now, and I feel like he's walking off into the sunset, and I respect it too, because it's like, what hasn't he done? What hasn't he done? And I'm a huge Lil Wayne fan. That's my GOAT, best rapper alive. But if I'm being honest, for the last 5 years, that the king of rap has been J. Cole. It's been J. Cole, and he submitted himself in the top 10, top 15, top 20 without a doubt in hip-hop, without a doubt. For me, he's my top 5, because I really, really like J. Cole's music. Like, and I'm just sad to see, because this is his last Dreamville Fest, this up-and-coming 2025, and he's going to go out with a bang with the Fall Off. I feel like it's going to be elite-level raps that we never even heard before. And what I always respected about J. Cole, too, he never sought out. I understand early in his career it was all about, getting this single to get on and stuff like that. But if we're talking about his music, him being authentic, he never tried to just be, what the industry tried to make him to be. You feel me? He talks about it in his podcast, and talks about how Jay-Z was just telling Drake, man, hey man, throw J. Cole a hit, a lob. You feel me? Throw him a lob. And it was disrespectful to him, because he's making music, and he's one of them. So he's like, man, I don't need nobody else to, you know what I'm saying? Really. And then let's look at J. Cole's history. J. Cole has multiple platinum albums with no features, to Forest Hill Drive, to KOD. Let's talk about it. For Your Eyes Only. Deja Vu is my favorite J. Cole song, bro. And that album is flawless. And Friday Night Lights, and man, my God, man. It's sad, bro. It's sad, but shout out to J. Cole, man. I'm really going to miss J. Cole for hip-hop. And I feel like this is one of the farewells that's been amazing. The rollout of the farewell has been amazing, and the fall off is coming soon, man. The fall off is coming soon. Y'all let me know what y'all will rank J. Cole in y'all, in y'all rapper list. For me, J. Cole is definitely a top 5 rapper in my rapper list, and that's my personal favorite. That's just me. That's my personal favorites. So I have Wayne, Drake, Cole, Nas. And for my last one, I would probably say DMX. That last one kind of flip-flops me a lot. But those are my personal favorites. And I think J. Cole can really rap with anybody. Anybody. His music could stand the test of time. J. Cole is one of those people that could come out in any era, especially in the boom bap era in the 90s, and be successful. So, man, shout out to J. Cole, man. It's just sad. It's sad. But, man, shout out to him, though. Man who attacked the Las Vegas judge was sentenced to 26 to 62 years. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. All right? I don't even know if that's the saying, but that was straight up stupid. Straight up stupid. You jumping on the judge and reacting in the way you did. What do you think was going to happen? Now you ruined your life forever. You ruin your life forever. You're not getting out of jail. And then if you do get out of jail, probation or whatever the case may be, it's the system. It's built to be against you. And for you to react in that way, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable, because that was like everybody, it went viral. People were laughing about it, but it's nothing funny. It's nothing funny when them sentences come. It's nothing funny when them charges and them sentences come. 26 to 62 years, boy. Finito. Like finito off of, and that's the thing that I've always taught my students, just being a teacher, being a coach, is that you can make one decision for a split second. It sounds cliche, but that split second can change your life forever. That one decision can change your life forever. So it's like, bruh, I don't know what you expected to come out of that, but now it is what it is, man. Now you're gonna be behind bars for the rest of your life, thinking about the decisions you made. It's sad. It really is. It's sad. And then also in other news, it's been crazy. It's crazy. It's just crazy. I'm not even gonna speak too much to it until I hear more about it. But I hear a lot of biases about this situation. Jay-Z was just recently charged in within an essay assault back in 2000, and just people talking about if it's actually true or not, and all those things. It's just like, man, only thing I have to say about this situation is like, what's in the dark comes to light. If it's true, then it's a lot of conversations that need to be had. It's a lot of conversations to be had. And if it's not true, then it's a lot of people that are out here that's just looking for money grabs. And it's messed up, because you have real victims that are going through those things. So that's my only two cents on it. I'll wait to, I'll wait to see what happens out of this situation, because it's messy. It's messy. Question, guys. Question. What do black people say when they're trying to get off the phone? What do black people say when they try and get off the phone? Hey, my favorite. Let's see. Definitely something related to kids. Yeah. Let me get back to you, man. I'm about to go get these kids together. That's the one. That's one of the main ones. That's the main ones. The other one is like somebody on the other line. Other line. Another one, let's see. What's another one, y'all? Another one is definitely when you like, all right, man. Like you repeating like, okay. That's definitely profound in the black community. When the conversation is like somebody trying to cut you short in the conversation, it's like, all right. Now. It's funny because the kids one is always the go-to one. I'm telling you. All right, now, man, I'm gonna just go get. Let me get back to these kids, man. Let me get back to these kids. Or what's infamous is that I'm gonna call you back. That's almost universal, but in the black community, I'm gonna call you back. Daggone well nobody calling you back. That's for sure. And with somebody saying, okay, all right, and they repeating the same word, they don't want to be on the phone no more. Don't even play with black people like that. Don't even waste their time. Somebody on the other line. That's an infamous one right there. Somebody on the other line. Yeah, they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk at all. It's down to the wire. With this Travis Hunter, Ashton Genty Heisman race. We shall see. Travis Hunter is getting all the awards as of right now. And well deserving, bro. Well deserving. For those hating on him, I don't understand why. One of the most successful two-way players that we've seen in the modern day, and honestly, almost all time. It hasn't been a player like this since Charles Woodson. So show him his respect, bro. He's been an elite level player, and you could say the best player in both of the positions that he played, from wide receiver and to also cornerback. And he's so special of a player, we don't even know where he's going to be drafted as, or where he's going to the NFL as. So give him his respect too. I definitely want to say in the football conversation, I know I'm a Washington Commanders fan, but JD5 should be in the Pro Bowl. Frankie Louvu should be in the Pro Bowl. Terry McLaurin should definitely be in the Pro Bowl. Bobby Wagner should be in the Pro Bowl. We got some dogs this year. We've had a successful year, and also Coach of the Year candidate is Dan Quinn. I don't understand. I don't know if people understand how difficult it is to flip a franchise the way they have, from going to 4-13 to 8-5 in a blink of an eye, with the change of coaching staff, with the change of just the whole environment, the dynamic. Of course, the quarterback being the most pivotal one. Like, shout out to us, man. We deserve it. Especially us Washington fans, we deserve it. We've been diehard fans, bro. And those diehard fans know that stuck around. We've been through the ringer. We've been through a lot. So I just want to say shout out to my team. And I'm just very hopeful that we're going to be going to the playoffs this year. But guess what? You got to finish the season. Job ain't done yet. Job ain't finished yet. You got to finish the season. In words of Kobe, job is not done yet. We have not accomplished anything yet until we get into that playoffs and show up. So that's how I feel about that, man. Another amazing episode of the Phase On View podcast, man. Episode 417, man. Make sure you guys tap in with me. Much love, much love. Yes, sir. We out.